Welcome to Alien Mythos X.
May 20th, 1967. A quiet lake in Manitoba, Canada. An amateur geologist looking for minerals. What happened next would leave him with permanent scars, radiation sickness, and proof that would baffle scientists for decades. Friends, today we are going to share with you one of the most compelling UFO encounters ever documented. A case with physical evidence, medical proof, and a witness whose credibility was never questioned. This is the Falcon Lake incident. So friends, let's start the story. Stefan Michalak was a mechanic and amateur geologist. On this beautiful May morning, he traveled to Falcon Lake to search for silver and quartz. He was alone in the wilderness, chipping away at rocks, when suddenly he heard the sound of geese overhead. Looking up, he saw something that would change his life forever. Two glowing red objects descended from the sky. One veered off and disappeared. The other landed on a flat rock about 150 feet away. Stefan watched in amazement as the object changed color from red to orange to gray, finally becoming a brilliant silver. The craft was oval-shaped, about 40 feet in diameter, perfectly smooth and metallic. Stefan could see a purple glow coming from openings on its surface. Being mechanically minded, his curiosity overcame his fear. He approached carefully. As he got closer, he heard sounds from inside, a motor-like hum, and voices. They sounded human, mechanical, like someone working on machinery. Stefan called out in English, then Russian, German, Italian, French, Ukrainian. No response. He got close enough to look inside through an opening. What he saw was a maze of lights, beams crisscrossing in patterns he couldn't understand. The interior was blindingly bright.
Whoa!
Suddenly, without warning, the opening closed.
Too hot!
The craft began to rotate. Stefan instinctively touched the exterior with his gloved hand. The surface was so hot it melted the tips of his gloves. Then it happened. As the craft rotated, a grid of exhaust vents aligned with his chest. Superheated air blasted out with tremendous force. His shirt caught fire. He ripped it off, desperately patting out the flames. The craft lifted off silently and disappeared. Stefan stumbled back to his motel, violently ill, nausea, severe headaches. He had burns across his chest. When he removed his undershirt, he couldn't believe what he saw. A perfect grid pattern of 21 circular burns arranged in rows across his chest and abdomen. It looked like a waffle iron had been pressed against his skin.
This pattern is deliberate,
He
not
was
random.
hospitalized.
I don't remember.
Doctors were
I'm
baffled.
baffled. We need
the
tests.
burns were unlike anything they'd seen. Stefan exhibited symptoms of radiation exposure, weight loss, vomiting,
Chromosomal
swollen
aberrations
lymph nodes.
present.
Blood
The rock
tests
is
showed
magnetized. Look at the burn
abnormalities
marks.
I'll get a
consistent with
sample.
radiation sickness. Investigators went to the landing site. What they found was undeniable. The rock where the craft had landed showed discoloration. Soil samples tested positive for radiation. The ground was scorched in a perfect circle. Small metal fragments were found containing elements in unusual combinations.
Let's examine the metallic fragments.
The Royal
The composition
Canadian
is
Mounted
unusual.
Police
Adjusting focus.
investigated.
See the crystalline structure?
The
It's
Canadian
unique.
Department of
Fascinating.
National Defense sent specialists. Stefan underwent psychological evaluation. The conclusion: he was telling the truth. He was a stable, honest man with technical knowledge. His story never changed. His burns were real.
Mr.
The
Michalak,
radiation
please
was
examine the
real.
sample.
The physical
I see it.
evidence was real.
And the report? Does it
For
align?
years,
Partially.
Stefan suffered health problems
investigation
linked
report
to
is complete.
radiation
Good.
exposure.
Apply the
The grid
authentication
pattern
stamp.
Filing for
scars
case
remained on his
verification.
chest for the rest of
The
his
cells
life,
show
a
extensive
permanent
damage. It's worse
reminder
than
of
I
that
thought.
day.
Is it from the exposure?
Skeptics
Yes,
offered
the long-term
explanations:
effects.
ball lightning, hoax, hallucination, but none could explain the radiation, the perfect grid burns, the metal fragments, or the scorched landing site. And Stefan had nothing to gain. He avoided publicity. He just wanted answers. Decades later, the Falcon Lake landing site is still there. Researchers
Rock
still
surface
visit.
still showing
The
faint
rock still
discoloration
shows
from 1967
discoloration.
incident.
And the
Persistent
question
evidence.
remains,
Lasting
what was
physical
that craft? Who or what was inside? And why did it burn a pattern onto Stefan Michalak that he would carry for life?
Rock
The
surface still
Falcon
showing
Lake
faint
incident
discoloration
stands
from
as one of the most
1967 incident.
physically
Persistent
documented
evidence.
UFO
Lasting physical
encounters
trace.
in history. A case where the evidence speaks louder than any theory. This was the Falcon Lake mystery, only on Alien Mythos X.